Good morning, friends. In the last few lectures, 1 minute. In the last few lectures, we started principal stresses, and we studied problems related with the principal stress, uniaxial principal stresses, and biaxial principal stresses without shear stress. So today, I am starting problems related with the principal stress, but biaxial with shear stress. So please note down today's first problems. A machine component is subjected to the stresses as shown in figure. Find the normal stress. Find the normal stress, shear stress, and resultant stress on an oblique plane, on an oblique plane 30° inclined to a vertical face as shown in figure. So here's this is tensile along x-axis, 100 megapascal, 100, this is 50, this is 50, this is 25 megapascal, and this is 25 megapascals, and this angle is 30°. So this plane is the AB and this is CD, right? So here's given data. Sigma x equal to, I will check, this is figure. Right, 100 megapascal, sigma y 50 megapascal, shear stress, this is towards right side, so that's why 25 megapascals positive, theta equal to 30°. Now first is the normal stress on oblique plane. So this is 30 degree. So sigma theta equal to. So I think this is notations. Sigma theta, right. Sigma x plus sigma y divided by 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y divided by 2. 2 into this is cos 2 theta plus tau equal to sin 2 theta. So sigma theta equal to, this is 100 plus 50 divided by 2, 100 minus 50 divided by 2 cos 2 into 30 plus 25 sin 2 into 30. So this is 75 plus this is 25 into cos 30. Cos 60 multiplied by 25. So this is 12.5 plus sin 60 multiplied by 25. So this is 21.65 plus 12.5 plus 75. This is 109.15 megapascal. So this is your first answers. Second answers, shear stress or tangential stress on oblique plane. So this is equal to tau theta equal to sigma x minus sigma y divided by 2 sin 2 theta minus tau cos 2 theta. So this is 100 minus 50 sin 60 cos 60. Directly I am writing cos 60. This is 25 sin 60 minus 25 cos 60. 25 cos 60. This is 12.5. 25 sin 60. This is 21.65 and this is 12.5 equal to 9.15 and this is positive. That's why third resultant stress equal to sigma theta square plus tau theta squares equal to square this is 109.48 megapascal. So that's why, and this is positive, so that's why this stress sigma theta and this is tau theta. So these directions, this is try to rotate clockwise. So this is first problem. So in the second problems, Here's now this is second problem. Please note down, a machine component is subjected to the stresses as shown in figures. Find the normal stress, shear stress and the resultant stress on an oblique plane 30 degree inclined to a face verticals as. So that's why these directions, now we are changing these directions. So instead of the, now these directions change. This is 25 megapascal and this is downward. Now as per our sign conventions, this the shear stress is towards left hand side. So that's why this is negative. Why this is negative? Because as per our sign conventions, this is towards the left side. So that's why minus 25. Now put sigma theta equal to, this is 100 plus 50 divided by 2 plus 100 minus 50 divided by 2 cos 60 and this is minus 25 sin 60. This is 75 plus 100, 50 cos 60 and this is minus 25 sin 60. So in the previous problem this is plus, now in this problem this is minus. This much is the only change. 50 cos 60, this I think this is 25 plus 75 100 plus 75 100 minus 25 sin 60, this is 78.349 megapascal. Now tau theta equal to, this is shear stress on the tangential plane. This is 100 minus 50 divided by 2 and this is sin 2 theta sin 60 minus this is again 25 and this is cos 60. This is 25 sin 60. Minus this is plus 25 cos 60 sin 60 21.65 and I think this is 12.5 plus 12.5 34.15. So that's why sigma theta 78.349 squares. $85.46 megapascal. This is your expected answers. So in the third problem, in the first problem, this 25 towards right side. Now this is in the left side, and this inclination is 30 degree. Now if this is the inclinations here is made, this is outside 30 degree. So what will happen? Or if this is if this is $30 degree. So here you have to first shift this angle So this is equivalent angles on plane of on oblique plane. So that's why we can shift this. This is likewise 30 degree. So here sigma x equal to 100 megapascal, sigma y again 50 megapascals, tau equal to minus 25 megapascals, and theta equal to minus 30 degree. So that's why here we have to change only this much data. So instead minus 60. So this is 75 plus 25 cos minus 60. This is again 0.25, 0.5 minus 25 sine. So this is minus, this becomes plus. And bracket minus 86 into 25 plus 12.5 plus 75. So this is 65.84 mega Pascal, and this is tensile. Positive means tensile, and this minus sin 60, and this is cos minus 60. So that's why this becomes minus 25. So this is minus 25. Now this 21.65 minus 12.5 minus 9.15 minus 9.15. So in this case, this is minus 9.15. So that's why, and this resultant stress, this is 65.84, and this is square plus 65.84 square 66.47, and this is positive. So that's why this force is the positive, means this is tau theta. Sorry, this is minus, means we have to change because this is try to rotate in anti-clockwise, and this is sigma theta. So this sign change, tau theta, this is rotating, so this is negative signs, indicates components rotates in anti-clockwise. So components rotate in anti-clockwise. In the previous case, that is rotated in the clockwise. So I think this is third problems. This problems we discuss is the third problems. Now fourth problems. So here's this 25 megapascals change above the sign. Now this is 25. So this is plus. So otherwise you may be confused. So that's why I will. So this is fourth problems. So in the fourth problems, your direction change and this inclination is 30 degree. So this is equivalent 30 degree, theta equal to minus theta. So that's why normal stress equal to formula sigma x plus sigma y divided by 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y divided by 2 cos 2 theta plus tau sin 2 theta. So sigma theta equal to, and this is 100 because both are tensile. So that's why 100 along x-axis and along y-axis 50 divided by 2. This is 100 minus 50 divided by 2 cos, now these angles again minus 30. So that's why it's minus 60 plus 25. Now this is positive because towards right side, and this is sin 60. Sigma theta equal to 75 plus 25 into 0.5 plus 25 into sigma theta equal to. So this is minus. This is 65.84 and this is positive means tensile, and second bit tangential or shear stress on oblique plane. This is equal to, what is formula? Tau theta equal to sigma x minus sigma y. This is sine 2 theta minus tau cos 2 theta. This is positive tau shear stress minus 60. Sine minus 60 multiplied by, this is 25, 50 divided by 2, 25, means this is minus 21.65, and this is, I think, minus, this is cos 60. So I think minus 25. This is 60 means minus 12.5. So that's why minus 31.15 megapascals, and this is rotating anti-clockwise because this negative sign. Negative sign indicates the shear stress present on oblique plane try to rotate that plane in anti-clockwise. So this is wording may be changed in the different books. So that's why sigma this is equal to now 31.5 squares plus 65.84 square. This is 74.169 megapascal. Now this same again, this is negative tau theta equal to, this is right. So this is fourth problem. In the fifth problems, this sign may shear stress change above the sign. Now again this is 25 megapascals. And this plane changed here. This is equal to 30 degree. So again we have to shift, this is in the this 30 degree. So that's why this is minus 30, because this is outside, and this shear stress, this is negative, because of the this is towards left side. So that's why now I will change You will see this is 200 plus 50 divided by 2 plus 100 minus 50. This is fifth problem. So in the fifth problem, if this inclinations at D, this is 30 degree, so we have to shift this is, and this is 25 megapascal. So I am trying to solve the different varieties of the problems. So if the inclination change and if the what happens, that we are studying. So that's why you should more familiar with the problems. Cos of minus 60 tau minus 25 sin minus 60 75, and this is 12.5 minus this is sin 60 means 21.65 sigma theta equal to right. This is 109.15 megapascals and this is tensile. Now this is sin 2 theta, this is 100 minus 50 divided by 2 sin minus 60, and this is minus 25 cos 60, minus this becomes plus, and this is 12.5, and this is minus 21.65, right. So this is minus 9.15. So that's why negative sign indicates, again this is indicates the shear stress present on the, so this is sigma theta and this is tau theta. Only this is the change. Now here's this is minus 9.15 square one zero resultant stress. Now this is today's last problems. So in the last problems I will change these figures by keeping rest of the things same. Because this is same basic formula divided by 2. Now here's only change above the figures. So this angle is given 60 degree. Rest of the things same, 100, this is 50, This is 50 and shear stress towards left side. This is A, B, C and D. Now we have to shift these angles. Here this is 60 degree. So that's why this is minus 30. Sigma x equal to 100 megapascal. This is tensile. Sigma y 50 megapascals. Again this is tensile. Shear stress 25 megapascals. This is minus 25 and theta equal to minus 30 degree. So this is the given data. Plus 50 divided by 2 minus 60 this is minus 25. This is 75 minus, this is 25 and this is 12.5 minus, this is minus become plus 21.65. So I think this is 109.15 megapascals and this is tensile. I will check these answers. So here in these problems, one force is given and this is 50 megapascals. This is sixth problem. So here's change. One force is the 50 compressive. So this is change. This is compressive. This is given, sorry. This is compressive. This nature of the force, this is compressive. That's why this is minus 50. So sigma theta equal to 100 minus 50 divided by 2 plus 100 minus cos of minus 25 so this is 25 plus 75 cos 60. This minus means cos 60. This is minus 25 sin minus 60. So this is 25. So I think so in these problems both forces considered negative. So otherwise this is different problem. Both forces are given are the, otherwise we have to increase the one problems. So here this is also compressive. Both are compressive. So that's why sigma theta equal to minus 100 minus 50 divided by 2 plus minus 100 and this is minus 50 divided by 2 minus 25 minus 75 plus this is 100 minus 50 plus this is minus 25 and 0.5 minus plus this is 21.65. So this is 75 plus 12.5 minus 21.65. This is 65.85 and this is negative compressive. Now tau theta equal to this is minus 50 sin minus 60 minus 25 cos minus 60. So this minus plus and this minus means because this is minus 25 into sin 60 means minus 21.65. This minus becomes plus 12.5. Tau theta equal to because this is minus, so that's why 34.15 megapascals. And third bit is resultant stress equal to sigma theta plus tau theta square plus 74.178. This is positive. So these are the 6 problems related with the design above the principal stresses. So I think you understand betterly problems related with the principal stress, and that is uniaxial stresses when the load is acting uniaxials for biaxials without shear stress, and the third type of the problems biaxials with shear stress. So this is only for the inclinations above the oblique plane. So rest of the problems related with the biaxial stresses with shear stress means calculations above the maximum principal stress, minimum principal stress, tangential stress, resultant stress, shear stress, etc. We will see in the next class 2-3 problems related with the principal stresses means biaxial stresses with shear stress, but more complicated problems. This is related with the analytical methods. So after that we can start graphical methods. So that's why today, due to limitations about the times, I will stop here and will continue remaining portions, that is biaxial stresses with the shear stress in the next class. Thank you.